Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we have a mystery unboxing, but not the kind I usually have. This is actually an advent calendar from LynBDesigns. This is their 13 days of Halloween, spelled H-O-L-O, and it is a mystery and the theme is going to be, if I'm remembering correctly, Disney villains. So I was really excited to see which characters they would come up with some inspiration for. And if I'm remembering the pricing right, it was like $90 for 13 or 14 polishes, which I thought was really, really good. Needless to say, mystery spoilers are in effect. Now let's dig in. So I guess it is 13 days. So there are 12 polishes and the 13th day feels like it might be a stamping plate and some goodies. So let's start with day one and see what color we have. The first one, we're starting off strong. It is a purple polish. This one is called Poor Unfortunate Soul. And this one I would imagine is based on Ursula. This is a really pretty purple multichrome. You have some scattered holographic and that purple shifts to green, yellow, and some blue on the edges. Let's go ahead and see how this one swatches. That's in one coat. We'll come back with 2 coats on everybody when we're done. So that first one was Poor Unfortunate Soul. Day two, let's see what we have. Day 2 did not want to come out of there. Day 2 is a reflective polish and look at all of the goodies in here. This one is I'll Show Him Who Wears the Crown, and it is a reflective. And yeah, wow, look at all of the glitter in here. It is a soft dusty sky blue, full of that reflective component, which I believe are those micro, like aqua glitters that you're seeing. And then look at all that. You have a whole lot of circle glitters. You've got shards, all in metallic shades. This one is very unique. I'm not actually too sure what that's a reference to. So if you know, let me know. Let's see how this one looks. So there is one coat, lots of those shards out. We'll have to see if I can't get some of those circle glitters out on the second coat. So that one was I'll Show Him Who Wears the Crown. Day 3. Who do we have here? Okay, this one's not wanting to come out either. Come on. All right, so it seems that the little stickers used to cover up the little windows in the boxes are sticking to some of these as I'm unboxing them, so they're having a hard time getting out of the boxes. But this one, day 3, is You Fools. I mean, that's a pretty common phrase, but my guess is going to be Maleficent. We're just going to go with that for the time being. So this one is a black curly base loaded with red micro glitters. You have white shards and red metallic shards, and then there's also some blue components in there that I think are metallic, maybe even hollow. This is definitely an interesting combination, pretty unique. Let's see how it looks. Definitely a jelly base. Yep. Oh, there's even some black glitters in there as well. Not sure if that's going to be my favorite, but we'll see. We'll have to tear them up at the end. Okay, day number 4. Oh, and that was You Fools. Ooh, this one's a like cinnamon color. This one is called Winner of the Nobel Prize. I think this one is based on Gaston and it is a magnetic. Let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, that's neat. So it almost turns the base into like a dark charcoal with the red magnetic pigment pulling up into the magnetic line. Then you're left with a very interesting mix of glitters and flakies. I think this one might even have some reflective glitters in it as well. Maybe not. Maybe they're just hollow. They're very sparkly, whatever they are. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. And there is that one. I really like the magnetic pull on that, and actually the base color that I'm seeing in one coat is almost like a chocolatey gray, so I'm curious to see how that's going to end up layering in 2 coats. So that one was Winner of the Nobel Prize. Day 5. Ooh, we've got another purple. This one is called Our Moment of Triumph Approaches. And this one, I was going to say it looks like a magnetic, but I don't see a tag that says magnetic. Nope, not magnetic, but it's really, really pretty. This one, Our Moment of Triumph Approaches. Is that from Emperor's New Groove? I think that's from Emperor's New Groove. I'm kind of blanking on if that's right or not. Let me know. But this is a really beautiful shade of purple. Just to compare it to our first purple that was a multi-chrome, this one has a dustier quality to it, and it is loaded with that hollow. Look at all that sparkle. This one also has a green, like glass fleck shimmer particle in it that I'm not sure is coming across, but you can sort of see that shimmer glowing there at the edge of the bottle, and towards the face of the bottle you can see one of its shifts. This is a beautiful combination. I really, really like this one. And actually, if you look closely, I think you can see more of those particles, that pink. I want to say there's at least a few particles in here that have different shifts. So really pretty combination there. And of course it's a purple, so you know I love it. Let's do this one. Oh, and actually on that first coat, it's kind of gray. Very interesting. So there's that first coat. But I love all the twinkles in there. You can see the green and the pink. Very, very pretty. So that one, day 5, was Our Moment of Triumph Approaches. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is Emperor's New Groove because it's dinner time is next. Okay. Day 6. Ooh, day 6 is a beautiful flaky bomb. This one is called Say Goodbye to Prince Abubu. That would be from Aladdin. This is gorgeous. It's sort of this interesting mix between like a berry and a rust shade. Then it is chock full of these gorgeous iridescent flakies. I see bar glitters in here as well, and tiny black flakies. This is beautiful and very unique to my collection. I have something similar in the like the base tone and the flakies, which is this one here from Fair Maiden, which is one that came out in the Fandom Flakies box, but it definitely doesn't have those black flakies. So I'm curious how they're going to compare. Oh yeah, this is stunning. Look at that. This one might actually have a different tone to the base as well once it's layered on the nail. This one does have more of a pinky hue, kind of like a rust watermelon. That is gorgeous. So that one was Say Goodbye to Prince Abubu. Day 7. Ooh, this is an interesting shade of green. This one is called I'm Surrounded by Idiots. And this one, I know this is Scar from The Lion King. This is a very interesting shade of like a sage green. It is full of beautiful iridescent flakies. I'm also seeing some scattered hollow and some black shards in here, and an interesting mix of glitter as well. See those little round and hex glitters at the base? Very, very neat. I love this shade. Oh, and I want to say this one has a reflective component in it as well. I don't see it have the reflective logo on the bottom, but which one of those did? I think it was this one. Yeah, this one says reflective, but I swear this one has reflective glitter in it as well. Either that or the hollow that she used really, really catches the light. You can see it sort of around the edges of the bottle twinkling away. Very, very pretty. Yeah, this is a light, like sagey green. I love the iridescent glitters in here. Doesn't look like I got too many of the black shards in there, but I think I got a couple of like crushed multichrome. So that one was I'm Surrounded by Idiots. Day 8. Ooh, it is another multi-chrome and in a purple family. This one is called Mistress of All Evil. Okay, this one is Maleficent. So which one is, no, not that one. This one. Which one is, you fools. Struggling with my Disney trivia tonight. But this one is Mistress of All Evil, which is Maleficent. And this one is a gorgeous multi-chrome. You have fuchsia and berry shades across the top. You've got a whole lot of hollow, and then you see shifts between green and gold at the edge of the bottle, as well as some blue popping up. This is beautiful. To compare it to our first multi-chrome, you can see the difference in the amount of holo that's in each one. They also seem to have different shifts as well. Very, very pretty. I really love the holo mixed in with the multi-chrome. So let's see what it looks like swatched. Very pretty. So this one sort of has a charcoaly base as well, with all of that beautiful multi-chrome shimmer in it. And we will come back for second coats with all of these at the end. Day 9. Ooh, day 9 is a beautiful one too. This one is called You Blithering Blockhead. Okay, now that one, I'm not too sure where it's from. It sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not too sure. But this one is also one of her reflectives. It's in sort of a soft white leaning blush base. You have a strong green shimmer that shifts to pink. I think you're seeing mainly the pink or red on camera, but I'm also seeing some purple shifts towards the edge of the bottle that I think on camera you're seeing as a blue. And then the reflective component is actually a pink or a fuchsia. Very unique. I love the pink when it catches the light. That is really, really pretty. Ooh, so soft. Look at that. That is very delicate. So this one was You Blithering Blockhead. Like I said, I can't remember what that's from, so if you know, let me know. Next up we have day 10. Ooh, I see more flakies. This one is called Stay With Mama. I'm also not sure what that is from. Stay With Mama. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that would be from, but this is gorgeous. This is like a purple leaning burgundy base, purple leaning chocolate burgundy base, full of holo and full of flakies. Look at those. I hope they're coming across even half as brilliantly as they are on camera, because in person they are gorgeous. I don't have anything else like this in my collection, and this is making a strong case for being on my fall rack so far. We'll have to see how it swatches, but that is gorgeous. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Look at those flakies. Wow, very, very pretty. So that one was Stay With Mama. Day 11. Ooh, we have another purple. This one is called Off With Their Heads. This is from the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland. Ooh, and we have another magnetic. So we have flakies and a magnetic. Ooh, okay, so this one seems like it might be more of a subtle magnetic pull, but that is really, really pretty. You have this like midnight sky base. Those flakies. Wow. Very, very pretty. So let's see how this one swatches. Ooh, very eggplanty. That's really pretty. Look at those multi-chrome flakies. That is gorgeous. Oh, almost forgetting. Too distracted by how pretty it is. I'm forgetting to magnetize it. We'll definitely come back with a second coat and magnetize it. Pulls up a little bit of that blue into the magnetic line. It's pretty subtle. I think I waited slightly too long to add the magnet, but very, very pretty. I really like this one. So that one is Off With Their Heads. And day 12, our last polish. Ooh, and we're ending on a fall note. This one is called Hellfire, and it's a thermal. So I'm not sure offhand what that is from, although was that like Fantasia or something like that? Maybe. I'm not too sure. Although it could be, I guess, from like the Black Cauldron or something like that. Again, if you know, feel free to let me know. But this is another one that's screaming fall to me. It's a very interesting shade of brown. Again, it is absolutely loaded with these iridescent flakies and holo. I will be honest, the shade of this brown, I'm not too sure if I'll like it on my skin tone, but those flakies make me want to try it. And I'm also curious what color it's going to turn to when it is warm. Oh, interesting. So it's actually kind of a greeny color on that first coat. Interesting. So that was our last polish. On to day 13. Let's see what we have. How cute is that? So there is a custom LynBDesigns villainous little sticker that is holo. How cute is that? There's also a little sticker of Maleficent as a dragon from Sleeping Beauty. Then there is this little one who is the Queen of Hearts, another sticker that is also holo. We've got some Halloween nail decals, it looks like. And a little scratch notepad. How cute is that? If this is what I think it is, I haven't seen one of these in ages. Yeah, so it is color underneath, as their example shows, and it's black over it that you can then scratch a design into. How fun! What a neat little bonus. Oh, and a little stick to do the scratching with. All right, so now we're going to do our second coats. All right, so here we have all 13 days of nail polishes. We have Poor Unfortunate Soul, which is our beautiful purple multichrome. Really like the hollow in this one. Next up we have I'll Show Him Who Wears the Crown. So I didn't get any of the larger glitters out. I think it might require turning the bottle upside down, but it's a beautiful shade of blue, and I like the metallic flakies that are in there. Next up we have You Fools. This one is that black jelly. I did get a nice layering of the red and white components in there. Next up we have winner of the Nobel Prize. This is a really beautiful contender for fall. The base of it is kind of hard to describe because it is kind of brown, but because of that red magnetic pull, there is a burgundy-ness to the base. I think this one might be going on the fall rack. Next up we have our Moment of Triumph Approaches. Another beautiful purple, and I love the shimmer in this one. It's very, very beautiful. Next up is Say Goodbye to Prince Abubu. This one could be a 3-coater on a lot of nail lengths, but I did just leave it on 2. You can see all of the gorgeous flakies in here. Really, really pretty. I think you can see one of the bar glitters right there. Next up is I'm Surrounded by Idiots. It's a very unique shade of green. I still would say kind of sagey, but there's something else about it that is really hard to pin. But I really, really like this one too. I love the flakies in this base. Next up is Mistress of All Evil. This is another one that I think might benefit from a 3rd coat just to sort of deepen the base, or you could wear it over a black base, or maybe even a very dark purple. That could look gorgeous, but it's got beautiful shifts. Next up is You Blithering Blockhead. This one stayed pretty soft and dainty. I would almost call the base an off-white instead of the light pink that I initially thought it was. You've got that strong green shift, and those pink reflective glitters are going to look really pretty when the light hits it. Next up is another contender for my fall rack. Actually, no, it's definitely going on my fall rack. This is Stay With Mama. This is, I think, my favorite, well, tied for my favorite of this box. An absolutely gorgeous hollow with flakies. Then we have Off With Their Heads, one of our magnetics. The magnetic on this one is a bit more subtle, but you can see it there. See that flash of the blue? That's that magnetic pull. And then you have those really pretty flakies. And then last but not least, we have Hellfire. This is our thermal of the bunch. Again, loaded with flakies. And I'm still not too sure what this turns into warm. It is still somewhat wet, so I don't want to smash my finger into it, but let's see if we can warm it up. So this one seems to lighten to a lighter greeny brown. So I'll be very curious what it will look like when it's on the nail. Like I said, I'm still on the fence about this color on my skin tone. It is a very interesting Pruglé shade. It's kind of a mix between a brown and green and gold. I mean, there's a few colors going on that might be descriptors, but see, there's that thermal shift. The edges are the cold state and the middle is the warm. So what are my top picks? Definitely these two. These are my top picks. We have Stay With Mama and Say Goodbye to Prince Abubu. Those are these two respectively. Definitely my top picks, especially because I'm very much in the fall mood right now. So those are going to go directly onto my fall rack. I did also really like this sagey green. It's super unique, and I just love the flakies in here. I am curious how it's going to look when some of those sparser glitters end up on the nail, but I think as a mix with all of those flakies, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous one. In fact, it could be a contender for fall as well. Although I am sort of thinking maybe spring more likely is when I'll wear that one. Another one that I do like, as you can tell I'm on a fall kick, is the first magnetic that we looked at. That one was called Winner of the Nobel Prize. It's just a really interesting magnetic, although I do already have a couple of red-ish magnetics. I have Bee's Knees Lacquer All the Dinosaurs Feared the T-Rex, which is a magnetic on my fall rack. And I want to say I have another one that ended up on my fall rack as well. So I don't think I need this one on my fall rack, but I do really like it. And then two of my runners up would be two purples, oddly enough. Like I said, I'm very much feeling the fall vibes right now. So my runners up is Poor Unfortunate Soul and Mistress of All Evil. I love the depth of this purple. That one is this one here. And then Mistress of All Evil has this beautiful slick look on the nail. And look at those warmer shifts. Really, really gorgeous. So those are my runner-ups. So technically 3 runners-up. Or maybe technically four runners-up. Okay. So next up is the question, am I keeping all of them? If you are not new to my channel, you will have seen a bunch of destash videos by now. I'm in the midst of purging my stash. I got like 6 or 7 mystery boxes here recently, and I love opening them, but I have been swimming in nail polish, so I am trying to whittle down what I have and keep the ones that I like the best. So of the ones that I got in this advent calendar, I think I will be getting rid of at least a couple. The blue one, which was I'll Show Him Who Wears the Crown, is just not my favorite. I just don't know that I see myself wearing this one, so we will be destashing that one. And then also the same with this one, which was You Fools. I just haven't been reaching for my black jelly polishes all that often, and I have kept some that do speak to me. So we'll be putting this one in the destash. We're keeping the purple one. This one was Our Moment of Triumph Approaches. We're also keeping this one, which is our second magnetic, Off With Their Heads. And I want to at least give this one a try. This one is that very, very soft, off-white, slightly pink with the green shimmer and the pink reflective glitters. I want to at least see how this one looks on my nails. I'm thinking winter for this one. And I am going to be holding on to this one as well. I'm just very, very curious about this color. Like I said, when I swatched it, I'm not too sure about this color on my skin tone. It is very unusual, but I also kind of like that. Also, I think part of the reason why I like it is because of all the colors that you're seeing in those flakies. So we'll have to see how that one looks on. So we have 2 top picks, 4 runners up, 4 more that I'm keeping, and only 2 that I am destashing. We'll also be putting the little Halloween stickers in the destash as well. So there you have it. That was the little 13-day advent calendar based on Disney villains. If you got one of these, let me know down below which ones were your favorites. Did you know any of the references that I missed on or was confused on? Because there definitely were a few that went over my head or that I'm just not remembering as quotes or whatnot. But if you know what they're from, feel free to enlighten me. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at some polish, and I will see you in that next one.